With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo está usted? Yo soy muy feliz y de a usted. Bienvenidos a El Hockey Podcast Network. Este video es en todo español esta noche. I'm just kidding. That'd be hilarious if we did the entire stream in Spanish. I did take Spanish for about, like 12 years of my life when I was a kid. I did a before school Spanish program, so it'd be fun to try an entire stream in Espanol, but we are not in a Spanish market, I guess, with hockey, so I'll keep it English for everybody. So I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Happy Monday. I know Mondays suck. Just ask Garfield, but I appreciate you tuning in. Puck drop is soon. Should be an interesting game. We have a struggling Colorado Avalanche team going up against a struggling New York Islanders team. So one of these teams are going to get their first win of their season. I wonder who it's going to be. We shall see. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Housekeeping items. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner. Smash the like button as well. Follow us on social medias. At HockeyPodNet is the Insta. At HockeyPodNet is the Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Grand Akeem is my Twitter handle. As always, I'd like to thank the sponsors. Gametime, $20 off your first purchase. Use promo code THPN. Thank you, Gametime. Also, thank you to DraftKings. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings if you're into betting. If I'm a betting man tonight, I'm going to go a 2-1 victory for the Colorado Avalanche. I know I'm an Islanders fan. I just don't think it's going to happen tonight for the Islanders, unfortunately. But here we go. Players at center ice, and we're underway to get the starts. Let me get the stats here. There we go. We all can see the stats. I'm trying a different formats with the camera here, so let me know if you like this. I don't know if I think it looks cool. If it sucks, let me know. But I like this new format with me here and then the stats there. Okay. But yeah, I think it's going to be 2-1 Colorado. Let me know what you think at home. It's just, I've not seen enough out of the Islanders tonight, to be honest. But that's just me. Also, we have big news. Ilya Sorokin. He is getting the start tonight for the Islanders. First time this season. I'm very curious to watch Ilya play. He had off-season back surgery, and I'm worried that the back surgery might hinder his ability to be, the big, bad goaltender that we know that Ilya Sorokin is. Hopefully it doesn't hinder his performance too much. We'll see tonight. He's made a couple saves right here. All right, let's get to some comments here. Elvin, what is up, Elvin? How you doing tonight? Happy Monday. Hopefully I can be a bright spot on your Monday. I did have the day off today because of Columbus Day / Indigenous Peoples Day. I did have the day off today, which was nice. And I looked to all my... Oh, no! No! No, I don't even know who scored. It's some rookie for Colorado, and it's already 1-0. A minute and 1 second into this game. Elvin, I was having a great night. No, I'm not. And it's a shitty night. You gotta be joking me. Chicken with their head cut off defending by the New York Islanders. Look at Mike Riley and Scott Mayfield are literally on one man, leaving the rookie guy for Colorado to bury it. What a joke. What a joke. Who scored? Show me who scored. I don't even know the kid's name. Just give the kid some credit. Callum Ritchie scored for Colorado, and just like that, it's 1-0. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that was terrible. You had Scott Mayfield and Mike Riley basically on the left post of Ilya Sorokin. Callum Ritchie left wide open, and Stevie Wonder would have buried that goal. That's how bad of a play that was defensively. Jesus. And but yeah, Alvin, I was having a good night. Now I'm kind of like, oh, I don't even know anymore. This Islanders team, man. If you're an Islanders fan, you'll understand. You could be in such a good mood, and then like, turn of a dime, you're pissed off. MCS and L says hello. What is up, MCS? Go Canucks, go! I'm a big Canucks fan as well. Hope you're having a good night. Andrew says Jimmy is on for the Rangers game. I did see that, Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy. I wonder how the Rangers are doing. They're probably doing a lot better than the Islanders. Andrew says hi. What is up, Andrew? Liam says hi. Thank you for stopping by, Liam. I greatly appreciate it. Andrew says Kim is live tonight. Is she really? Look at that. Big fan of Kim. And then Zillarek says Sorokin is in now. I did see that. Nothing Ilya could do on that play, but not a good start. But I'm happy to see him in net. Like I said earlier, hopefully the back surgery didn't hinder his performance too much. Evo Cotty says it's going to be 5-4 Islanders. I can't remember the last time we scored 5 goals in a game. I'm sure we did at some point last season, but that's not the Islanders' MO to score 5 goals in a night, so we shall see. With an empty netter. Gotcha. Andrew says quick goal. It was 1 minute and 1 second into the game. Mike Riley and Scott Mayfield. Terrible defending. Liam says it's 3-1 for the Rangers. Very nice. Donnell, what's up? I came on here and the Islanders are down 1-0. What the hell? Yes. It was probably the worst defending I've ever seen. Donnell. But that's how it goes sometimes. Bad because my pregame talk for the Islanders was, okay, your first 2 games, the Utah game, whatever, you blew leads, brush it off. You come into Dallas on the road, you lay an egg, didn't score. No! Again, a good save by Sorokin. They almost made it 2-0. But, he laid an egg in Dallas. I was expecting a lot of jump out of this game. Patrick Waugh's homecoming. He's the coach of the Islanders. Used to be the goalie in Colorado. You'd think the boys would be fired up to play this game. But clearly not. Obviously not. We're giving up chances galore, and Ilya Sorokin had to make a great save to keep us in it. So, I don't know. It's crazy how we have a team full of veterans, basically, and we still have the same issue of we can't, have the early jump in games. It always takes us a period to get into it, but I digress from that. Andrew says, hey. Donnell says, I was just about to talk about this, Donnell. It's a big day in New York sports. Mets, Dodgers yesterday, Giants, Bengals yesterday, Devils, Utah, Mets, Dodgers, Yankees, Guardians, Jets, Bills, Rangers, Red Wings, Islanders, Avalanche. Huge day if you're a New York sports fan. For me personally, I'm a big Giants fan. They've always been my favorite. I was a huge Eli Manning fan as a kid. I had a hockey game last night, so I wasn't able to watch the Giants game. Did they win? No, they lost. What a surprise, they lost. I think they have 2 wins this season. They beat the Browns and they beat the Seahawks. Lost to the Cowboys, lost to the Bengals, lost to the Commanders, and lost to the Vikings. So not a good season to start for the Giants. I did watch the hard knocks off season for the New York Giants, and I found that very interesting. It seems like a lot of people in the front office for the Giants don't really know what they're doing, but we'll see. I'm not big on Daniel Jones. That's all I'm going to say. And then for baseball, to be honest, I don't really have a preference, Mets or Yankees. If you ask me to pick, I guess I'd go Yankees because I know more players on the Yankees than the Mets. Like, I'm a big fan of Judge, obviously. Stanton. I loved Mariano Rivera as a kid. Loved Jeter, so I guess I'll go Yankees. I know bandwagon pick, but if you had to make me choose, I'd go Yankees. And then for women's basketball, isn't the Brooklyn team playing? Yeah, the New York Liberty are in the WNBA finals. So you got women's basketball on top of that as well with all this going on, which is crazy. But it would be awesome to see the Mets and Yankees in the World Series. That would make me very proud. That'd be really cool. Jared says, yay, Grant. Yes, it is me, Jared. Hope you're having a good night. We have 15:20 left here in the first. It's 1-0 Colorado. Callum Ritchie, I believe that's his last name, Callum Ritchie, got the goal. A minute and 1 second into the game. We had the two blind mice defending, and Ritchie was basically able to pop it, empty net goal essentially. Jared says, I have the Avalanche winning 3-0. I would not be surprised, Jared, if that is the final. We can't get shut out 2 nights in a row. Well, not 2 games in a row. That can't happen. I'm going to cry if that happens. Here's Barzy. Oh! Dipsing and doodling, but couldn't make his way through. One thing I forgot to do is lineups. Let's do lineups, everybody. I get too excited and we forget to do lineups. Let's do that quickly. All right, for the visiting New York Islanders, because you always do the road team first, we have your first line of Duclair, Horvat, and Barzal. Second line of Siplikov, Nelson, and Palmieri. Your third line of Holmstrom, Pajot, and Lee. Fourth line of Wallstrom, McLean, and Cizikas, so nothing new there. On defense, we have Adam Pelech and Ryan Pulak, Noah Dobson, and Alexander Romanov. I like that pairing. I know many people on Twitter don't like it. I like it. Mayfield and Mike Riley. Oh, average! Anders Lee has scored! And it's 1-1. Average Anders Lee. That's what I call him, because he's average. Wow. I think it was just a loose puck in the slots, and he got the rebound. Good job for Anders, and we're tied. Take a look at the replay. Oh, he just did a little wraparound. So Anders had it behind the net and literally just did a wraparound and blindly put it on net, got the rebound, and squeaked it by Georgiev on that left post. That's a bad goal by Georgiev, I'll be honest. You can't give that up. You got to stay tight to your post there. Got to stay tight to your post. His glove wasn't sealed on it, so Anders was able to find that little gap and put it in. But yeah, this Colorado team, I've heard Georgiev, he's been pulled. His last 2 games he's played, he's gotten pulled. So it's been a rough go for Georgiev here to start this season. And that was not a good goal to give up. But we'll see how he does. Let's see how Colorado responds here. But yeah, that's your defense pairings for the Islanders. You obviously have Sorokin and net. For the Colorado Avalanche, Kovalenko, McKinnon, Rantanen in your first line. Colton, shout out Casey Middlestead, University of Minnesota alum. And Callum Ritchie, who got the goal for Colorado. Wood, Kelly, O'Connor, Ivan Wagner. Is that Chris Wagner? I think the Islanders had Chris Wagner for like half a season. Kiviranta, that's a name. And then Georgiev and net, like we talked about earlier. There you go. Those are your stats. Jared says the Avalanche winning 3-0. We did that. And then Donnell says the Devils give the Utah hockey team their first loss in their history this afternoon. I know, very sad. I was rooting for Utah on that one. I was hoping they were going to pull out a win and sweep the New York metropolitan area teams, but they did not. And they've fallen from Earth, or fallen from space, and are back on Earth. Finally lose. It was going to happen, but yeah, like I said, I'm not super big on New Jersey this year. We'll see what happens. It's hard to judge teams 3-4 games into a season. But, you know, New Jersey is first in the Metro for the time being. They did have 2 wins to start the season against Buffalo, so... Donnell says, wait, did you say you were a Giants fan? I am, Donnell. I am a Giants fan. I'm not, like, diehard... I'm not a diehard football fan, but I always loved Eli Manning when I was a kid. I remember watching both Super Bowls when they won. My favorite Super Bowl memory ever was Giants-Patriots and the final drive with Eli Manning. And I remember it was like a 3rd down or something, and the helmet catch, the famous helmet catch. I don't remember who caught it. Was that Plaxico Burress or... Plaxico Burress caught one of them. He either caught the helmet catch or he caught the winning touchdown. I forgot which one. But I was probably like 6 or 7 for that Super Bowl. And one of my fondest memories as a kid was watching that with my family. And I had a bunch of friends over and we watched that together. We all were rooting for the Giants. So, yeah. I don't like watch every game. I try and watch highlights when I can. But yeah, I'd say I'm a casual Giants fan. I also like the Seahawks. They're a team I pull for. They're my West Coast team. But yeah, go Giants, go. They're having a rough go now, but you know they got their Super Bowls, when I was a kid, so it makes sense. Jared says my Keller jersey has a C on it. Is he the captain, Jared, of Utah? I don't know who the captain is for Utah. And then Donnell says, yes, the Liberty is the WNBA Finals for the 2nd straight years. I know they're playing my hometown team, the Minnesota Lynx. That's a big deal here. Because in Minnesota, all of our sports teams don't win. So, I tell you what, the Minnesota women's sports are making the men look bad. Our PWHL team, made it to the finals, won the Walter Cup. The Lynx are in the finals. They might win it. So, tell you what, the Minnesota sports teams on the men's side got to step it up here. I'm talking to you, Minnesota Wild. You got to step it up. And Twins as well. They're not going to win championships for a long time. So, and then Jared says, my Bruins lost to the Panthers again. I saw the very end of it, Jared. Was it 5-4? I think that was the final. It was a very tight game. I saw there was a little fight at the end. I had my eyes on that Ottawa game, though. That Ottawa game, what a finish that was. 8-7 final. Ottawa beats the Canes in overtime. Holy shnikes. But look out, here comes Colorado. 2-on-1. Great D by Romanov. Excellent D by Alexander there. Clip that and send that to all the Romanov haters on Twitter. Saying that he doesn't play positionally sound. Zotherek says, I think the Islanders will win 2-1 or 3-2. Yeah. We settled the game down nicely. After the first 5 minutes, it was all Colorado. They were all over us like a swarm of bees on a can of Coke. And then once Anders scored that goal, I feel like Colorado got deflated. You got to be kidding me, Georgiev. What are you doing, Alexander Georgiev? And I feel like the Islanders are getting more into the game here, more comfortable. But I'm still going to say 2-1 Colorado. Here's Anders again behind the net. To the point for Pellick. Shot goes wide. We got 10:40, by the way, in the first. 1-1 game. Goza says, oh dear, the Islanders, the I-losers are losing. Not anymore. Goza says 4-2 Avs. Balls. Danielle says, hey, with like 5 Ys. What's up, Daniel? Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good night. Anders Lee, yup. You'll see Anders Lee in your dreams, Goza. You'll see him in your dreams tonight. Edina, Minnesota native. Georgiev is a Rangers reject. I liked Georgiev. I thought the tandem of Shesterkin and Georgiev was elite. I really liked Georgiev. So far hasn't gone well this season, but I think he's a good goalie. Like I'd get him on my team. Why not? I haven't really looked at his numbers though since he's left the Rangers, if I'm being quite honest with you. He looks like a positionally sound goaltender. Let's take a look at some season stats. Yeah, so his first 5 years with the Rangers. His first 4 years there, above a 905 or above save percentage. 905 or above was his save percentage. That final year he had an .898. And this first year in Colorado was great, .919. Second year, .897. So, I mean, yeah, he's been good with Colorado. I mean, last year he probably would want to forget about it. Not the best numbers, but... yeah, this season has not been great for him at all. So, I hope he turns it around. I like Georgiev. Come on, Avs. Logan says, how is Anthony Duclair looking? Logan, in preseason, Duclair, Horvat, Barzal, that first line was elite. I thought they played really well together. They were dominant in like over half the games they played, especially against the Rangers. They were all over the New York Rangers in that preseason game. To start this season in Utah, they were very effective, but against Dallas, they were non-existent. But overall, he's looked good. The back checking appears to be an issue because Patrick Waugh keeps like telling him, "Hey, you gotta back check and move your feet." The power play looks significantly better than last season. I know we didn't score. I think we only got 1 against Utah, and then I don't think did we have a power play against Dallas? I think we had 1 or 2, and we didn't do anything, obviously. But the puck movement, we're getting lots of shots on net. It just looks a lot better than what it has been in the past. So I think that's a plus, having Duclair on the team. But at the same time, there's a reason why Duclair has bounced. I think he's been on 9 teams in the past, like 11 seasons or something crazy like that. So there's a reason why. So far, so good. I'm quite happy with that line. I think it's the best first line we've had since, like, the Tavares first line. What line? Was it Tavares, Nielsen, Oposo? Was that the line? I think that was the first line we had. Someone would have to correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure that was our first line. And I think that was probably our best first line we've had. That, in my... since I've been a fan since I was like 8 years old, that was the best line we've had. But I think this line we have with Barzal, Duclair, Horvat is better. And then Goza says the reduced Salt City Lakers. Reduced Salt City Lakers. Topps makes hockey cards. I know they make baseball cards. I worked for my local baseball team this summer, and I know they make baseball cards, but I can look for you if they make hockey cards. They do make hockey cards. You can get a pack from Pure Hockey for $1.99. You can get a huge box. It's called the Hockey Trading Card Blaster Box from Target for $20. Someone left a review. Someone gave it a 5-star review, so I'd highly recommend you go to Target. Good for Target. They usually don't have any hockey stuff, so good on Target. Ooh! Speaking of Duclair, he almost scored. He had a nice tip in front of Georgiev, but it goes wide. No, but yeah, when I was a kid, I always collected. I had a huge binder full of cards, and I remember going home. Sorry, I remember going to like sleepovers, and we'd always would trade cards with each other. Back in the day, when us kids didn't have iPhones and iPads, we would trade cards and do stuff like that. So, and we'd have the most epic Nerf gun battles too when I was a kid. Like the most epic things ever. Like one of my buddies, it was probably like 4th or 5th grade. He had like, we'd build a fort with his couch, with his like sofa. He had like the machine gun Nerf, and it had like the I don't know what you call it, the like casings on it where you have to feed like the bullets, the Nerf bullets in. So like it was my job to like feed the bullets in as he was like aiming at our friends. Those were the days. Those were fun. That was back when like, you know, you had no care in the world. So you didn't have to worry about anything. You just got to be a kid. I definitely miss those days for sure. I don't even know if they still make those anymore. Nerf guns. I would assume they do. Nerf gun. Machine gun. Oh yeah, they do. They got one that's on a tripod. Oh. They got a tripod one. That is sick. For only $40 too. So if you're in the market for a Nerf gun, machine gun on a tripod, $40 on Amazon. There you go. There'll be an icing here. 7:56 to go in the first. 1-1 game. It's definitely settled down since Anders Lee has scored. It was looking bad in the beginning. It was looking very bad in the beginning. I thought we were gonna get rolled like 5-0 in the first period. It was bad. Oh, Brock. Brock knocks down Manson. There's no call. I'm surprised there isn't one. Here's Pulak. Ooh, goes wide. If I'm the Islanders tonight, get pucks on net because like I said, Georgiev has not had a hot start this season. So just get pucks on net. Make him make saves. Chuck everything on net. Pretend like it's overtime and just chuck everything you can on net. Is my plan. Here's Chris Wagner, Islanders legend. I remember at the trade deadline, it was like 2018 or something. At the trade deadline, we acquired like Brandon Davidson and Chris Wagner. And I'm like, who the hell are these guys? We acquired a bunch of nobodies. And shockingly, we didn't make the postseason that year, but I thought that was funny. Here's Wahlstrom. Good save by Georgiev. He was really hugging that post. He's like, you ain't scoring on me on that post again. I also recognize that if you're on the East Coast tonight, it's a late night for you. So I appreciate you staying up with me. Very grateful. It's going to be a late night. Because this game should end about almost midnight for you. So very appreciative of that. And if you have to go to bed, go to bed. Sleep's more important. Good pressure by Colorado here. O'Connor's going to put it in for Makar. UMass legend there, Cale Makar. That'll be icing. 5:31 to go. Yeah, it's really slowed down. Credit to the Islanders. Looks like they're more defensively responsible. Just a little bit. Oh, do they have a band? They have a house band playing Beat It. They do. Just beat it. Just beat it. I feel like the adult film industry should use that as a theme song. That was a cheap shot. That was a cheap shot joke. But yeah, I wish more arenas had that. Had like actual like live music. I know like during the intermissions they'll sometimes have a band perform, but if they have an actual like band like they do, like I know at some soccer stadiums they have that. That'd be really cool. Good job by Pellick on Ranton in there. Excellent. Look at this breakout. Here's Barzell. Cross ice for Duclair. Duclair. God, he blindly passes it through the middle of the ice. There's Barzell with the back check. Here's Nelson! Into the gut of Georgiev, and he'll cover. 4:40 to go in the first. Very nice. The shots, 12 to 11. We've really tightened the shots there. Like I said, it was grim to start. It was very grim. But yeah, let's take a look at the out-of-town scores, because there were some intriguing games today on this Columbus/Indigenous Peoples Day in America. And it was Thanksgiving in Canada today. So happy Thanksgiving if you're in Canada. I think it's a bit weird from an American perspective that it's in October before Halloween, but because I'm so used to having it late November. Oh, what's this nonsense? Pittsburgh and Montreal live on Amazon Prime? Did the NHL do a media deal with Amazon Prime? It says it's in Canada. So maybe in Canada you have to watch it on Prime. What a joke. See, like, what needs to happen with the NHL? They got to do something like what MLS does. Like, you need... Because MLS is just on Apple TV. So you pay one subscription, and you get to watch every single game, postseason games, no blackouts, none of that nonsense. I don't know why the NHL and other sports leagues don't do that. Like, it's so stupid. Like, the fact that, like, you pay for ESPN Plus in America, but you can't get all the games because there's blackouts. Any games on TNT or Prime or NHL Network you can't watch. So, very frustrating. But I digress. That's a different topic for a different day. I might have to make a video on that on my YouTube channel about the stupid shenanigans we got to deal with as hockey fans. But yeah, like Goza said earlier, or someone said earlier, I think it was Donnell actually. It was 3-0 Devils today over Utah. Utah gets shut out. But the game that I was watching at noon today was the Kings and Ottawa Senators, if this loads. 8-7 final, which is ridiculous. And I believe I tuned in and out of this game. There was a goalie interference, like drama situation again. And that's been kind of a theme to start this season. Lots of goalie interference. Is it interference? Is it not? Was he in the crease? Was he not? And you know me, I'm an ex-goalie, or I play goalie for fun. I was a defenseman my whole life, but like 2 years ago, I just tried, let's just try out playing goalie. And so I've been just doing that for fun. So I definitely have more of an affection towards goaltenders than I did before, just because I know what it's like to be in there and to like get pushed around and everything. So, but I will lean in and say like a lot of the goalie interference calls that I've seen, like the one in Edmonton the other night, I thought was pretty soft. It was pretty soft. I mean, it's just frustrating because it's like they just got to bring the crease rule back. Like if you're in the crease, just blow the play dead. That's all they got to do. And then there's none of this. Oh, is it what was his like skate impacting? You know, his leg pad. You know, was his like glove blocking his like blocker or something? You eliminate all of that by just having a crease rule. And I was listening to the NHL like network radio on Sirius XM, and they were talking about it. And the guys on there they brought up interesting points. That like one idea they had was to shorten the crease, to like make the crease like shorter. Which I don't know if I agree with that, because as I've been learning, you know, to play goalie, obviously these guys are professionals and it could be a goaltender probably blindfolded. But like you use the crease as points of reference to like to be in position, right, and to be square to the puck. And so if you shorten that, I feel like it's gonna throw a lot of your angles off and like how far you come out. Because like the rule of thumb is like, let's just say if a guy's on a breakaway, you'd want the middle of your skate or your heels to be like at the very edge of the crease there, and then you slowly come back. But like if you shortened it, all of those like frame of references that you had, you'd have to create new ones because they shortened it. So I don't know if that's a super smart idea. Someone said on the show just to get rid of the crease, which I think is stupid, to not have a crease. But it's a good question, everybody. Like, what is the point of the goal crease if they're not gonna? Because they used to have the crease rule where if any player from the opposing team, the offensive team, skated in the crease, they'd blow the play dead. Like, it would automatic whistle. And the face-off would be outside the zone. And they got rid of that rule to obviously provide more offense in the NHL. And so it's like, what is the role of the crease if they're not going to blow the play dead if a player skates in it? So it's a good question for you people to think about at home if you're interested. But in my opinion, just bring back the crease rule. That's the easiest way to fix it. The easiest way, but because then it's going to be up for interpretation, and there's not going to be any consistency with the calls, and it's just going to be a total nonsense. So, oh, good save by Sorokin on McKinnon. That was dangerous. Shillington shot goes wide. We got 2:14 left here in the first. Makar's going to put it in deep for McKinnon. Rantanen's going to grab it. And Noah Dobson, my boy, Noah Dobson's able to flip it out. Avocado says 1979 and 1980 OPC hockey packs with Wayne Gretzky are $625. Whoa! Oh, it's Paul Barry! Kyle Paul Barry buries it on an empty net. And Georgiev was out swimming. Literally was out swimming with the Dolphins there. I'd have to see this on the replay because I was reading your comments, Avocado, but that looked like a blunder by Georgiev here. Let's take a look at this. Great play by Palmieri to stop the dump in with his glove. Yeah, Georgiev went for the poke check, and it hit Kyle Palmieri's shin pad and bounced right to his tape, and he buried it. Yeah, that's a tough play. Like, I honestly probably would have done the same thing. It's just Palmieri got a bounce. So I don't know if I'll blame Georgiev for that, but... Because if he didn't come out and play it, it would have been a breakaway chance for Palmieri. Which, to be honest, none of our players on the Islanders know how to score on a breakaway. Maybe besides Barzal and Brock Nelson. Maybe Bo Horvat. But if you've seen the Islanders in shootouts, we cannot score in shootouts. So if Georgiev did his homework, he would have been like, you know what, Palmieri, shoot on me. I have a better chance of saving it because you guys suck at shootouts. But like I understand why he did that, why he went for the poke check. I would have done the same thing. That's a tough bounce for Georgiev. So hopefully he doesn't get too much hate online from the Colorado fans on that play, because a lot of goalies would have done the same thing. It's just a tough bounce. What are the odds that it goes off his skates? It went off like his shin pad and his skate, and it bounced right to his tape again. What are you gonna do? So. But there we go. This is great. We went from a terrible night to we're having a great night, everybody. 2-1. To finish your comment there, Avocati, 79 in 1980, packs with Wayne Gretzky. Is that what they sold for? $625,000? Yes. That is insane. That's the... I mean, you could buy lots of things with that money. You could buy a house. You could buy, I don't know, 300,000 Snicker bars, because those go for like almost $2, right? You could buy a lot of things with that amount of money. And then Luke says, "How are you? I'm new." Welcome, Luke, to the Hockey Podcast Network. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, Makar! Teed that up. It gets blocked, and here comes Barzal and Duclair. Horvat gets blocked. Wow. Yeah, Colorado having a tough time now. Oh! Romanov! Attaboy, Romanov. That's why I love Alexander Romanov. People like don't like it on Twitter. That is why I love Alexander Romanov right there. The classic hip check on Nathan MacKinnon. His helmet goes flying, like McKinnon's fine. But, oh, that's awesome. Whoa! We got a fight! Mayfield! Barzal has somebody. Mayfield has somebody. Cizikas has somebody. They're playing the Friends theme song. No, I love that play by Romanov. I love it. I love it. As soon as we signed Romanov or traded for him, I was excited because of that. I'm like, this kid in the World Juniors, he was blowing people up all day long with those hip checks. And he did it all the time in Montreal, and I'm glad that he's doing it with us. What a great hit. I'll have to see the replay, though. Scotty is giving it to a Colorado player. I don't know who. Here's the replay. That was good for McKinnon to have his head up there. He had his head up just in time to avoid it, but Romanov goes flying. But oh my gosh. That's exciting. You gotta love that. Gotta love that Romanov hit. Oh man, next period, if I can find that on Twitter for y'all, I'll have to show you that if you're not watching this game with me. That was a great hit by Romanov. Wow. Well, whoa. So one player on each team is going to get a minor penalty for roughing. We're going to start the second period 4-on-4 is what the referee said. Wow. So what a crazy period. We started this period off. Islanders were just all over the place. Couldn't defend anything. Couldn't defend a pack of ants. And it looked like Colorado were going to run away with this game. Anders Lee, get the Anders Lee goal, turn this period around for us. Totally turn this period around. Georgiev gives up a softie. He wasn't tight enough on that left post. Anders Lee is able to pop it in. It's 1-1, and then we just took this game over. Our forecheck was going. Defensively, we're great. We're blocking shots. Colorado had a few chances. Ilya made some saves. Nothing, Ilya wasn't really tested that period. I didn't really notice Ilya a whole lot. And overall, solid. And the Palmieri goal. What a great play by Palmieri to the Colorado player. I forgot who chipped it in. He grabbed it with his glove and went down. And then Georgiev went for the poke check. Unfortunate bounce. And Palmieri buries it in the empty net. And it was a solid period. That was a solid ending. It wasn't a great start, but a fantastic finish. And hopefully we can keep this going for the rest of this game because we need to get a win. Got to get a win because I'm sick of us blowing leads. So hopefully we can hold on. And if you're Colorado right now, you have every shot in the world to win this game because the Islanders, we give up leads. So I'm sure Colorado isn't worried at all that they aren't going to be able to get back in this game. So, oh, come on, Patrick Waugh. Come on, guys. We got to hold on. But yeah, Luke, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good night. 625,000, yeah. Apparently for a Gretzky card. I've never, I love trading cards when I was a kid. I would never spend that kind of money on a trading card. I think that's just a waste of money. Unless it's that important enough to you, then fine. But it just feels like that's a lot. But yeah, we can get rid of the stats here. Goza says 4-1 Rangers. Oh wow, poor Detroit. I have high hopes for Detroit this season. I picked them to make the postseason. I picked them in Ottawa to make the postseason. I think I had Detroit as the first wild card spot, and then Ottawa at the second wild card spot. And then I had the Rangers finishing first in the Metro. Zillerek says, let's go. Yes. Big goal by Palms. Dun, dun, dun. MCS, I got a 1990 Bowman Wayne Gretzky card. Very nice. How much did that cost? Or how much is that worth? If it's worth anything. And Avocado says, when I was a kid for 5 years or longer, I got Goal magazine. They used to sell at Nassau Coliseum, and 4 of them have everyone's signature from each player who was on the roster for the Cups. That is unbelievable. That is so cool. Authentic signatures, or was it printed? If it was authentic signatures, that's worth a lot of money. A lot of money. I'm sure that's awesome. I'd frame those. Man, hopefully in my lifetime, I'll be able to experience what you were able to experience with that dynasty. That's if I'm able to see the Islanders win a Stanley Cup, I will die peacefully. That would be incredible to be able to see that. Because for the majority of my life, the Islanders have been a joke. A joke franchise in the NHL. Let's be honest. They really have. Besides the, 3-4 years with Trotz, we were seen as a joke team around the NHL. And so those 2 Eastern Conference final runs just, I think, to all of us Islander fans, meant so much, especially the younger generation of fans. It was the first time where we actually had success, and we were, a game away from making it to a Stanley Cup final. You gotta be kidding me. With that team that we had Leo freaking Komarov on the first line with Barzal and Anders Lee. Come on. Come on. It was crazy. So hopefully I'll be able to see that one day. Liam says you're back. What is up, Liam? You have no idea? That's okay. I'm sure you could Google it. Avocado, my dad worked for the Islanders from 78 to 88. Amazing. That was a great time to work for the Islanders. Perfect time. You'll have to share with me more what you have in the next period here, because we're going to take a little break here. Take about a 10-minute break. We'll be back for the start of the second period. Oh yeah, I bet the stories he has is incredible. I watched some there's a documentary on like ESPN Plus about the Coliseum that I watched, and it was really interesting. I was already in Pee-wee's. Oh, okay, gotcha. Very cool. But yes, I appreciate everybody tuning in. What a period that was for the Islanders. 2-1 at the end of the first. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner. Basically a hockey network full of podcasts. We do live watch parties like this for the regular season and posting as well. We also do, I think we're going to do the World Juniors this year, and I'm sure we're going to do the Four Nations tournament. Why wouldn't we? And that'll be exciting, interesting. First time ever to have a tournament like that in the middle of a season, so we'll see how that goes. But World Juniors, we're almost at World Juniors season, people. We're only like 2 months away. Just think about it. Like, it's crazy that we're that close. I mean, we're almost at Christmas. Get those Christmas lists in. Let Santa know what you want. We're getting close. But yeah, subscribe if you want to. Like the video if you're enjoying yourself tonight. I know it's a Monday night and you're tired from work and everything, but thank you for tuning in and chilling with me. I appreciate it. If you want to help support the channel with a donation, you can do that through the live chat, super chat. That's how you do it on here. So feel free to do that. Also, thank you to the sponsors, Gametime. Use promo code THPN. You get $20 off your first purchase. Thank you, Gametime. That is incredible. And then DraftKings. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings if you're into betting. And then Liam, I will tell you more about the girl situation after the break. That is a great cliffhanger, everybody. So you better come back if you want to help Liam here. He's dealing with the girl situation, so we got to help him out. Especially if there are any females watching. I think that's probably, you get better advice from females than guys, but I always go to my friends, my female friends, for girl advice, because who knows a girl better than a girl and what's going on, so that's what I do. Right, we'll step aside for about 10 minutes, probably less than that, and we'll see you for the start of the second period.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hey, everybody, we're back for the start of the second period. That was quick, wasn't it? Let me get the Twitter post out. Twitter is out. I do have video of that Romanov hit that I need to show everybody. Once the puck is dropped here, I can show you. But yes, if you missed it, we had a bit of a scuffle to end the first period because of that Romanov hit. Mayfield and who was it for Colorado? Mayfield and O'Connor. He's a bit of a rough boy, isn't he? He's one of those hooligans, O'Connor. But that's ironic. Both went to the University of Denver. Those Denver Pioneers, man. Bunch of goons at Denver. So yeah, we'll start this period 4-on-4. Romanov is fine. He went flying into the boards. But I love that. I know people may not like it, but I think that's great. That's old school hockey right there. Those flying hip checks. I'm here for it. But yeah, puck is down here in the second. Puck is down. But yeah, let me show you the Romanov hit here. Let me make this bigger for everybody. There we go. Yes, this is my Twitter, yes.
Yeah, McKinnon was...
Okay. Can we all see this? This is the Romanov hit. Like, oh! If only McKinnon didn't see it, he would have gotten absolutely popped. But, Romanov just goes face first into the boards there. That's just hilarious. But that's old school hockey. I am here for that. I am all here for that. But yeah, let's get the stats back up for everybody. There we go. I like this. This looks better to me than the other way. The other way, you can barely see me. So let's do it this way. Here comes Shillington for Colorado. Shot goes wide. So we're still 4-on-4 here for another minute and 20. 2-1 Islanders. Here's Barzal. He's trying to cut in. Oh! Gets knocked over. Goes into the end boards. And I was worried he was going to get hit into the post there. But he looks to be fine. Whenever you cut in front of the net, that's a risky play. But a good rush by Barzy. Oh, yeah, I was worried his head was going to clip that post, and that would have been it for Barzal. But he's fine. Barzal's fine. But yes, Liam, if you're still watching, everyone's waiting on pins and needles to know about this girl situation. MCS and L says, I looked it up and my Gretzky card can be worth up to $550. Holy shnikes. Are you going to keep it or are you going to sell it? That's the real question. Maybe a backup plan. If money's tight, when you get older and money's tight, you know, you're low on money, you can just sell that card and you'll have $550. You'll keep it. There you go. Yeah, maybe I gotta get into the trading card business. That's crazy. $550 for a card. Because I'm definitely into the jersey game. I love collecting jerseys and selling jerseys. I do have on Poshmark. That's where I mainly sell my jerseys. If you just look up my name, I think you can find me on Poshmark. And I have a bunch of jerseys that I'm selling. So if you're interested, you can check it out there. I got a bunch of random ones. MCS, unless I get another Gretzky card, then I might. Yeah. It's not signed either. It's just Gretzky, right? McKinnon had a great chance, and it goes wide. We're back to 5-on-5, everybody. It is signed. On the Kings, not Oilers. Oh, okay. Very nice. How did you acquire MCS a signed Gretzky card? That is crazy. Oh, it's not signed. It is not signed. Gotcha. It is not signed. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But as always, thank you for everybody tuning in. If you're new, subscribe or feel free to subscribe. Tell your friends and family. Live watch party for a hockey game. Nothing better to do on a Monday night. Best thing you can do on a Monday night, in my opinion. Make sure you do like the video as well. If you're enjoying yourself, follow us on Twitter and Insta at HockeyPodNet. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my Twitter handle. I do my best on Twitter. I'm not like super anal about social media. I do my best because I am busy with other things, but I try. I do have my own YouTube channel, so I do my best with posting and everything, but it's a lot of work. Like if you're these people who are famous and they post like every single day, like you need a whole team, like a content team to like do stuff for you. It's just insane. So I do not have that yet, so it's just me running the show. Ooh, offsides, Mike Riley. 16:43 to go. Also, Gametime. If you use the promo code THPN, you sign up for Gametime, you get $20 off your first purchase. Thank you, Gametime. And thank you to DraftKings. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. Hope this poor girl behind the Islander bench has please sign my sign. And it looks like she got one signature. Hopefully some of the Islander players can see that and get that girl some more signatures. Maybe after the game. I did get, when I was a kid, I went to a Wild game, because I was from Minnesota, and it was Pavel Demitra gave me a puck when I was a kid. And I believe I still have that puck somewhere in my room. And then I went to see the Islanders play the LA Kings in LA. This is like 2018. And Johnny Boychuk gave me a puck during warm-ups, which was very nice of him. And obviously Johnny Boychuk doesn't play anymore. But it was very nice of him, very sweet of him. Those are the only two times where I've gotten stuff from NHL players. Oh, actually, no. Marian Gaborik and Demitra signed my jersey at some car dealership when I was a kid. Why were they at a car dealership? I have no idea, but it did happen. And but that is cool. MCS says, I bought it at a Dollarama 12-pack of hockey cards. Is that what you call Dollar Tree in Canada? Dollarama? And then Liam says, her friend are starting to follow me on social media platform, which is interesting. Well, Liam, that just tells you that her friends are stalking you. So be very careful about what you post on social media, because they're stalking you. Be very careful. MCS says, I gotta go now. Bye. See ya, MCS. Have a great rest of your night. Feel free to leave, everybody. I know it's a late night on the East Coast, so if you got school or work tomorrow, you know, don't be a hero. If you get that sleep, don't worry about it. But if you're willing to stay up with me, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. So we got a face-off in front of Georgiev here. 16:01 to go in the second. It's 2-1 Islanders. We're known for blowing third period leads, not second period leads. So I'm assuming we're going to keep our lead in the second here. Yeah, I haven't noticed Ilya Sorokin a whole lot in this game. Like, he hasn't had to make like a big save where I'm like, oh my god, look at Ilya go. Very quiet game for Ilya, but he's been good. Every time he's been called on, done really well. The first goal, you can't blame him on. That's on Mayfield and Mike Riley. But the net gets dislodged here. Ilya's net. I'm loving the band vibe. They have like a marching band, like college bands, in the Ball Arena in Denver. It's giving college hockey vibes. That's why I love college hockey. The bands, the atmosphere, the songs, the school songs. It's just so cool. And I wish pro hockey had that, because I feel like a lot of pro hockey, it's just like EDM songs for goal songs, which I'm not a fan of. Like my favorite goal song, the Vancouver Canucks. MCS will like this. The Vancouver Canucks, I think, have the best goal song in the league. Come at me, please. I know people hate it. Come at me. I think it's the best. This takes me back to the Breakfast Club. Takes me back. And then Liam says, I will know more tomorrow when I go to school. Yeah, please update, Liam. I'm going to be live on my channel tomorrow night. I'm planning on doing a gaming stream tomorrow night. Either South Park, or we can game more on that Hogwarts game, because haven't done a Hogwarts stream in a while, and I love that game. Graphics are insane. If you ever played Hogwarts Legacy, the graphics in that are insane. What time? Probably... Oh, goodness me. Should we do... I'm trying to think of a good time that works for me. I mean, I can do... Let's go for around 7 Eastern. 7 Eastern time. That should work for me. We'll probably game for like an hour and a half or so on Hogwarts tomorrow. So if you're a Hogwarts fan, Expelliarmus and what other spells? Lumos. I like Lumos. That's cool. Lumos. I'm not super into Harry Potter, but the video game is incredible. Yes, Liam. There you go. Do some gaming tomorrow night. Here we got Bo Horvat on the face-off. Here's Barzal. Lots of blind passes by the Islanders tonight. Duclair did it in the first. Barzal just did it now. My coach in high school hated that, the blind passes. Like, you got benched if you did a blind pass like that. Especially in your own zone. That's a big no-no. Here's Barzal. They're giving him the space to do whatever he wants. Here's Barzal. Behind the net. To the point for Pulak. Back for Barzal. Drops it off. Pellick the bomb and gets blocked. Kovalenko with a great block. And Colorado puts it in deep. Yeah, if I was Pellick there, maybe I would have done a fake shot and then got a puck on net, because Kovalenko read that block read the shot the whole way. Offsides, 13:24 to go. TV timeout. I love commercials. Who doesn't love commercials? Andrew says, "How's the game so far?" It's been good from an Islanders perspective. It's going well. We started the game really bad, and then Anders got the goal. It turned the tide. We've been pretty, I wouldn't say dominant, but we controlled most of the play in the first. Second period, I'd say it's been pretty 50-50. You know? Both teams are being defensively responsible. It isn't end-to-end like it was, to end that first period, but very nice. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with this. If we can just keep this game boring like this and get 2 points, that's fine with me. 2 points on the road, we'll take it. And then Andrew says, Bills Jets is 20-20. Oh yes, give me updates, people, on the Yankees game as well. I'm more interested in the Yankees game. 5-2 Yankees over Cleveland. Let me pull up MLB.com so I can see for myself. Bottom of the 8th. 5-2 Yankees. And then Mets won earlier today. 7-3? Yeah, 7-3 over the Dodgers. So that series is tied 1 apiece. Looks like the Yankees are on their way to winning. It's bottom of the 8th. Verdugo is up. I like Verdugo. But yeah, that's one thing I wish I did. When I went to New York a few weeks ago, and I went to see the Islanders in a preseason game. The Yankees were playing at the same time, and I wish it would have worked out where like I could have seen the Yankees like on another night. But you know, obviously the Islanders are more important to me. But one day I'll make it to the Bronx and see a game there. That's definitely a bucket list item to see a Yankees game there. Such a historic place, historic team. Honestly, Citi Field too looks nice for the Mets. It's right by LaGuardia. And I tell you what, people, my entire life as a kid, LaGuardia got, you know, the piss taken out of it. Oh, it's the dumpiest place on earth. You're in a third world country when you fly in LaGuardia. If you ever go to New York now, go to LaGuardia. It's literally like one of the nicest airports I've been in. Like, they did a fantastic job remodeling LaGuardia. Obviously, the name isn't great. When you say LaGuardia, it just sounds grimy, like LaGuardia. It doesn't sound like an upscale place, but it's incredible. The remodel of LaGuardia is insane. So if you do fly into New York, I recommend LaGuardia now over JFK. And it's nicely located, too. It's in Queens. You're not too far from Manhattan. It was about, I think it's like, because I rented a car when I went there, and I believe it was about like 8 miles from Manhattan. But obviously, those 8 miles took like an hour because it's New York. But it was a nice setup. Shout out LaGuardia. I am pro LaGuardia. I need to make a T-shirt. I love LaGuardia. Fly LaGuardia. Oh goodness me. Avocado says, I'm upset. We have 10 players that can just grab the puck and score, but one week they're hot and the next they're not. Talking about the Islanders? I don't know if we have 10 players that can score. Like, I would say, like, Bo Horvat. I'd say Bo Horvat, Barzal, I'll chuck Duclair in, Palmieri, Nelson. And then after that, there isn't a lot that I would say they're consistent goal scorers that can put the puck in the net. But we are a very like on and off team when it comes to the goaltending, when it comes to the goal scoring. Like, one game we're hot, one game we're not. Like, Jordan Eberle is a great case of a player that was like streaky. Here's Nelson. Oh, Brock Nelson! Warroad, Minnesota. Stand up, Warroad. Brock Nelson makes it 3-1. What a great deke. Georgiev goes sprawling again. I think he read this play all wrong. Here's the replay. Brock Nelson is going to grab it. And yeah, why is Georgiev going for the poke check there? What is he doing? Like, Georgiev just wasn't patient enough here. He just decided to go for the poke check, which is like, that's an easy move for Brock Nelson to go to the forehand and pop it in an empty net. Yeah, that's a bad read by Georgiev there. Terrible read by him. Like, what a joke. I don't know why you'd ever go for the poke check there, but he did, and it cost him a goal. That's a goalie who's frustrated. Like, whenever you see a goalie try and do too much like that, you can tell he's frustrated. And Georgiev just needs to chill down here and be more zen and be more like, hey, be more patient. Don't feel like you have to do everything, Georgiev, is my advice, but... No, good for Brock. Excellent for Brock. Stand up, Warroad. Your boy just scored. The king of Warroad. The king of Warroad. Brock Nelson. But back when I was saying earlier, the streaky goal, scoring, like Jordan Eberle was like that. Anthony Beauvillier was like that. Another big hit by Romanov. Wow, Romanov gets called for interference, but he just destroyed Chris Wagner. I will be the judge of this. Romanov is furious. Wah, wah, wah. The in-arena sound effects. Oh. They're both like going towards the puck, and then Romanov just put the body on Wagner. That's fine. Like, I don't know, 10 years ago they wouldn't have called it. That's fine. Whatever. So Colorado on the power play. Thank you, Brendan. I'm listening to the TV announcers. So Colorado is 3 for 7 this season on the power play. But historically, very, very good power play. They're the top power play unit in the league right now at 42.9%. But I keep getting interrupted, Avocati. I'm just gonna say, yeah, we have a lot of streaky goal scorers. We've always have. We haven't had a consistent goal scoring person on this team probably since Tavares left. Like, that used to be Tavares. We don't really have like the one guy who scores for us anymore. It's like scoring by committee. But you know, Bo Horvat, Barzal, Duclair are probably gonna be that. Those are your goals. And Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson is sneaky, man. He's a sneaky goal scorer, so I like it. Lots of comments here. Andrew says it's insane. That's how I did so easy and so many times. After home games, they ate at the Burger King a mile away. The players did. You're telling me the Islander players ate at the Burger King? That's not the best post-game meal, nutritionally. I'm a big nutrition nerd. Whatever works for you, though. This is when they go into cruise control. They need 2 more goals. Yes, we got 1. Kim is going crazy. I bet she is. Avocati says 2-1, 3-1. Nelson, yes. No, you're good, Avocati. You're good. I'm a slowpoke with the comments because I tend to ramble on about things. You're good. And then Bobby and Butch left in painting vans to paint at night. Butch scoring? They painted vans in the parking lot at UBS? Not at UBS, at the Coliseum they did this. So they went to the Burger King and then they're like, hey, let's go to the parking lot and paint some vans. That'll be fun. They painted houses on the side. Did they actually? That's really cool. That reminds me, Avocati, if you... Oh, Brock Nelson! Scores! Brock Nelson, shorthanded. 4-1 Islanders. They got to pull Georgiev. He's having a stinker of a game again tonight. 3 games in a row for Mr. Alexander there. What a shot by Brock Nelson. Warroad, Minnesota. Your boy. The man, the myth, the legend. He's on fire tonight in Colorado. What a shit play by Cale Makar as well. Disgraceful play by Cale Makar. Yeah, I mean, he literally just passed it. Blind pass through the middle of the ice, right on Nelson's stick. Breakaway. Blocker side on Georgiev. And he's on a hat trick right now. He's on a hat trick. But what a night. 4-1 lead. But with the Islanders, everybody, no lead is safe with New York. No lead is safe. So I am not comfortable right now. I'm never comfortable with this team with the lead. The third period is going to be huge. This third period upcoming, I know there's 8:42 left in this period, in the second. The third period upcoming, it's not going to define our season, but it's going to define our season and whether or not the trend of giving up leads is going to continue. Because it happened opening night. If it happens again tonight, I'm going to lose my shit. I will lose my shit if we blow. If it's a 3-goal lead, 4-goal lead, I don't know what it is, what it's going to be. I will lose it if we give it up in the third. So we'll see how the boys do tonight. But it's good. This is good. I'm happy with it. The New York Islanders are like it's like the girl that you can't trust or the guy that you can't trust, right? It's like they're not reliable, right? But they're fun enough where you stay around, but they're not reliable. And it's like a toxic relationship, basically, is what I'm trying to say. That's what the Islanders is like, being a fan of the team. So, we shall see. But Avocado, that is really cool that they painted houses. I was going to say, if you ever watch the show, Welcome to Wrexham, it's on Hulu. And it highlights, it's like a sports documentary about Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds, how they bought a Welsh football team from Wrexham. They're called Wrexham. And they're like in the, they were in like the 4th tier of English football, or the last tier of English football. And I think now they're like in the 3rd tier. They're working themselves up because of Ryan and Rob. The money they're pumping into the team. But a lot of the players on those teams, like it's a professional team, but obviously like they're in the last tier of English football and they don't make enough money on their own from football. So a lot of the players would go and paint houses on the side to make more money, just to get by and everything. So talk about dedication to the sport when you have to not only play your sport professionally and you also have to work a second job just to make a living. So lots of respect to all those people around the world who have to do that, especially in Europe. I know a lot of European leagues for hockey, like England, Sweden, probably Switzerland, the smaller countries. I'm sure a lot of them have to work side jobs just to make ends meet. So shout out to all of you guys around the world. Avocado says there's no money back then. Yeah, I can imagine in the 80s, yes. Oh, wow. Brock Nelson is 20th in most goals since 2021 and 2022 with 109 goals in 239 games. Go, Brock, go. YMCA. It's time to stay at the YMCA. Yeah, no wonder I haven't critiqued or been able to critique Sorokin. Colorado does not have a shot this period. So I'm unable to critique Ilya this period because he hasn't faced anything. Here's Horvat, Barzal. Oh! Try to find Horvat and it goes wide. But yeah, I'm really shocked they have not pulled Georgiev. The cheap first goal. The second goal, I'm not blaming him, but like, he went for the poke check, right? The third goal, he went for the poke check. I think it was stupid, so that's his fault. And then that last goal, I wouldn't necessarily blame... Oh! Oh, what a save by Ilya! Great save by Sorokin, his first shot of the period, and he stretches out and gets the glove on it. Wow. Here comes Colorado again! Another save by Ilya. Excellent job. That's what I want to see out of Sorokin. Anders glove save by Georgiev. Wow. Show me the replay of that Sorokin save. That was beautiful. Let's take a look at this. Kovalenko found Lud? Who's number 3 for Colorado? Ludwig. That's very like Austrian sounding. So Ludwig basically was left wide open in the slot. Islanders defense, what are you doing? But a great save by Sorokin to stretch out there. Very good, very good. I forgot what I was saying before, but... Another save by Ilya. 6:47 to go. 4-1 for the Islanders. Avocado says yes. His other X says let's go. We have... I think I was talking about Wrexham. I was talking about Wrexham, wasn't I? Check out the show. It's a great show. You know, players, you know, they got to do what they got to do. Big Wrexham fan. I try and follow them as much as I can. RJ says, Penguins 6, the Habs 3, Montreal. Shout out Pittsburgh. Good win for them. Poor Montreal. Will Montreal ever get good again? I feel like they've been so bad for so many years. And then the Rangers won 4-1 over the Detroit Red Wings. Sad. Oh! Pajot gets rocked. Ross Colton rocks Pajot. Here comes Anders Lee. Man, lots of big hits tonight. Romanov tried to destroy McKinnon and missed. Destroys Chris Wagner. And then Colton destroys Pajot. It'll be icing. 6:14 to go. And McKinnon doesn't like it. Colorado's frustrated, man. They look very frustrated right now. Exactly where we want them. But here's that hit. Pajot had his head down and he got rocked. Wakey, Pajot. Wakey. That's one thing when I played when I was younger. Whenever you got hit early in a game, I actually liked that because I feel like I got into the game more. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Like, I didn't go out and say, like, hey, come and hit me. But, like, if I got, you know, blown up in a game early on, I felt like it woke me up and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go now. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but that's how I was when I played. Evacade says, here is what's crazy. Oh, boy. This is going to be interesting. My father helped my girlfriend get a job as the ice girl. Her name's Lauren. The first time I go, Henrik Lundqvist not only slashed at them with his goalie stick, but he also spit on them. He spit on the ice girls? Henrik Lundqvist? Wow. And then she was the blonde with the great ass sideways on the paper covers. Oh, should we? You might have to look this up, Avocado, on the intermission. I'm assuming a lot of the ice girls were blondes, so that's gonna be hard to pick out. Do they still do the ice girls? I don't even know if they still do the ice girls anymore. When I went to the game at UBS, it was all like men in like Fanatic sportswear shoveling. So Avocado says no, they don't do the ice girls. The Rangers got busted. Well, yeah, maybe. I heard that Biz guy, he talked about a story about the ice girls from Long Island, and it sounded like post games there was some busting going on, if you know what I mean, Avocado. It sounded like there was some naughty stuff happening post game. Here's Palmieri. 4:50 to go in the second. Siplikov, he's been quiet. Here's Pulak. Shot goes wide. Islanders got to regroup. Avocado, they had underage ice girls. They did not. Did they actually? That's not good. And use them to make them dance for their friends. That's not good. Oh, goodness me. Well, it was the 80s. It was the 80s. The Rangers. Are you saying the Rangers Ice Girls did this? The Rangers Ice Girls? The Islanders Ice Girls. Middle 2000s. Okay, middle 2000s. That's crazy that that was going on. And it's the Rangers Ice Girls. The owner made them. Okay. Fascinating. The more you know. The more you know. Thank you, Avocado. We're talking 2005 to 2008. Gotcha. Oh, your shots, by the way, 27, what was that, 27 to 17? 27 to 15. 27 to 15 for the Islanders. It has been a solid game from New York besides the first 5 minutes of this game. And Ilya Sorokin looks magnifique. He basically has a shutout going because that first goal, that was just on Mike Riley and Scott Mayfield. Bad turnover. Here's Colton. McCarr's trying to grab it. I can't believe how bad that play was by Cale Makar on that Brock Nelson goal. I mean, that's egregious. Oh boy. Wagner tried to do a Anders Lee, but Sorokin had that post tight. He had the post covered. Isn't there a player on Colorado, was on the Gophers, Sampo Ranta? Is he still on still on Colorado? Siplikov and Brock. 2-on-1. Siplikov. Oh, Siplikov. Maxime, you're killing me, Maxime. Gotta shoot that. Gotta shoot that or pass it earlier. Oh, wow. So Sampo Ranta, he was on Colorado, but he got demoted to back to Sweden. That's too bad. He was great in college for the Gophers, and then he had a couple good stints with Colorado, and then now he's in Sweden. Too bad. It's got to be hard. That's got to be hard to make Colorado as a forward now, because there's so many good forwards on Colorado. There's like a minute left in this period. I missed how much time's left, but we're almost to the end of the second. And Zillarex, we're hopefully back in business. Hopefully, I wouldn't say back in business, but it's a good step. I would say it's definitely a good step because there's definitely still issues, but it's good that to get a win against Colorado, a struggling Colorado team. It's good to play a team this good when they're struggling now versus when they're going to be very good in the future. The former captain of the Rangers City Skaters, Courtney Prince, is suing the Rangers, citing instances where MSG executives took underage skaters to bars. Oh boy, that is a rabbit hole. Goodness me. But to be honest, I've never seen the Ice Girls for the Islanders. The New York Islanders created the NHL's Ice Girls trend in 2001 and now may be ushering it out as they dismiss their crew. Fascinating. So we were the first team to do it. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, it's... I can't show, I don't want to show the pictures on a PG stream like this, but, yeah, no wonder they were so popular. Goodness me. Here we go. Face off in front of Ilya Sorokin. We got a minute 26 to go. Power play for Colorado. Siplikov for hooking. He's kind of had a rough couple games. He didn't play. No one played good in Dallas, to be honest, but it's not his fault. But tonight he hasn't really been that noticeable. Let's see if Colorado can do. They gave up a shorty last time. Here's Makar to Rantanen. Back for Makar. They got McKinnon far side in Ovechkin's spot. And Sorokin's going to cover. We need this win big, says Avocado. We do. We do. Let's take a look at the standings. I know it's early. A win today would put us in 9th place. A point back of the last wild card spot. So we need this win big. We're already doing standings watch. And it's just Canadian Thanksgiving. For me, I don't even look at the standings, to be honest, until, like, American Thanksgiving. I feel like American Thanksgiving gives you basically who's making the playoffs at that point. Maybe not the correct order, but, like, you know the teams that are in it. Of course, there are outliers, but... Oh! What a play by Romanov! Dove to block Rantanen's one-timer. And the Islanders will clear it out. And that is going to do it. End of the second. 4-1 for the New York Islanders. Sorokin made some big-time saves that period. Alexander Romanov is having a night in Colorado. What a great night he's having tonight. Goodness me. Block shots. He's hitting people like crazy. Gotta love it. And defensively, he's been really good. And shout out to Sorokin. That save he made. I forgot who it was. Was it Colton? He robbed Colton. Amazing save. But yeah, like I was saying, American Thanksgiving, you can tell who's making it and who's not going to make it. So, yes. I think we'll have a much better season. I do too. In my opinion, I said second in the Metro. I'm like, we can do it. The Utah game and Dallas game have made me rethink that prediction, but I'm gonna stand by it. Second in the Metro. I saw a lot of great things out of preseason. I'm just hoping it's gonna come to fruition in the regular season. But I need to see more from this team. I just need to see more. And to be able to hold leads. Like, this third period coming up is going to be massive for the New York Islanders. Can they hold on to a 3-goal lead on the road in Colorado? Like, it's game 3 of the season, but this is like make or break. You got to hold on to this lead. We blew it against the Rangers. We had like a 4-goal lead against the Rangers in preseason. And then Utah, twice we had a lead and blew it. Can we hold on tonight? We got to do it. Have to. Avocado says a lot of great young talent in preseason. Those guys were hungry. 100%. Like, there were a lot of guys who I was impressed by. Like, McLean's on the team. I was really impressed by McLean. He's like a young talent. Maggio, I thought, looked decent. Bolduc looked good. Fasching looked good. Pierre Enval is Pierre Enval. I don't want to get into Pierre Enval. He's what a lame contract that was by Lou Lamoriello. 7-year contract for Pierre Enval. He's in Bridgeport. Goodness. But yeah, we looked good in preseason. Siplikov impressed me the most of the young talent that we have. He looked great. Get rid of that. All right, we will take a break, another 10-minute break or so. We'll be back for the start of the third period. Can the New York Islanders hold on, or will they disappoint me and make me throw a fit at, what, it's almost 11 p.m. East Coast time. Will they make me go crazy this late at night? Hopefully not, please. Hopefully not. I had a long day. Please, just win the game. Win the game, please. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner, smash the like button if you're enjoying yourself tonight. Make sure you do click that bell icon as well so you're notified whenever the channel does go live. We'll have watch parties for you throughout the entire regular season and postseason, World Juniors, Nations Cup, the Four Nations Tournament, the whole shebang. Anything hockey this season, there will be watch parties for you here. Also, there are a bunch of other podcasts for all the NHL teams. So if you like an NHL team, there's likely a podcast for you. My favorite, because I'm an Islanders fan, I'll pump them out. Islanders Never Say Die podcast is my favorite podcast. They're the best. Shout out TJ and Grumpy. They're amazing. And yes, check them out. There's a bunch of them. The whole smorgasbord full of them. And also, thank you to the sponsors, Gametime. If you download the Gametime app, you get $20 off your first purchase if you use promo code THPN. And DraftKings, use the promo code THPN as well, and they sign up for DraftKings. If you're a betting man and you bet the Islanders, you probably made some money, because I don't know if they were favorites or not in this game. But I'm assuming Colorado were favorites. And then also, don't forget, follow us on social media. @HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. And then if you want to follow me on Twitter, @GrantHakeem is my Twitter. And then I do have an Instagram, if you're curious, @Grant_Hakeem is my Instagram. And right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the third period. Brock Nelson is doing an interview right now. Is he saying anything interesting? Here, I'll let you guys listen.
I know we've seen a lot of goals from you in your time as an Islander, but every now and then we see one and we all shake our head, and we can't wait to see it on the highlight reels around the NHL. What stands out from your first goal here tonight?
I just was fortunate to find a puck there to slot on turnover, and then I felt like I had the D-man flat-footed. I wanted a shot early, and then just felt like I had a little bit of room to kind of get around him, and able to sneak it by on the short side.
It's pretty well known that this Colorado Avalanche team can score goals, and they're dangerous with the man advantage. How important was it to not only shut down their power play when you had that opportunity, but the icing on the cake with your shorthanded goal?
For sure, we want to limit their opportunities, and PK, we're all in it together, so we want to go out there and get the job done. Whenever you're able to capitalize and get one on the offense and get one for your team too, it's always a huge boost.
All right, Brock, thanks so much for your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, that was Brock Nelson, everybody. Hopefully you could somewhat hear that. But yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the second, and we'll see you then. Hopefully the Islanders can hold on here.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
What is up, everybody? It's third period. The thrilling conclusion. I was trying to come up with a, like, orchestral word. The finale, or, like, it's the last chunk of music, like act 3. It's the final act of the game. Is it 4-on-4 to start? What's going on? No, yeah, it's Colorado power play. 30 seconds left on Colorado's power play. I'm like, what's going on? I thought I only saw 4 Colorado players. But let's get stats back up. There we go. Let me get a tweet out. Tweet, or X. Gotta get the X out. Big third period for the Islanders this season. Massive period. It all starts with finishing, killing this penalty off. Here's McCarr down low for McKinnon. McCarr up top. McKinnon should have shot it. Shot! And they score. I said you got to kill this penalty, and they do not. And it's 4-2. But hey, on the bright side, it's Casey Middlestat. I'm a fan of Casey. Former Golden Gopher. Shout out Casey. But yeah, I thought McKinnon should have shot there, but he goes far side for Casey Middlestat, and he doesn't miss. Did Middlestat go far side? Oh no, he shot it near side. I thought he went far side as Sorokin was coming glove side, but no. They're looking for goalie interference. The theme continues in the National Hockey League for goalie interference, everybody. I didn't see anything. Oh, actually, why is it that goalie interference? I don't know, Patrick Waugh. I might have challenged that. Like, yes, Pulak gave him a little cross-check in the crease, but, like, he was clearly in the crease and impeded Ilya Sorokin to make the save. I mean, I would have given it a shot if I was Patrick, but Patrick was like, you know what, we have a lead. I'm not going to risk it and have, Colorado go back on the power play because they're so good on the power play, so it makes sense. But I don't know. Based on the goal interference calls we've seen around the National Hockey League so far, I think he should have challenged it. I think he might have gotten the call. I really think he might have gotten it, but we'll never know. But yeah, not the starts Islanders needed. Colorado, it's going to be all Colorado the rest of this period. I just had the feeling. Like the Black Eyed Peas, I got a feeling, but it's not going to be a good night. It's not going to be a good night. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. It is late night. We're into the final hour of your Monday on the East Coast. So thank you for sticking with me. If you are new, consider subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner, if you're still awake, if you have the energy to do so, feel free. Thumbs up button, bell icons, follow us on Twitter and Insta at HockeyPodNet. Thank you to Gametime, of course, for sponsoring the stream. $20 off your first purchase when you sign up for Gametime. Use the promo code THPN. Same with DraftKings, promo code THPN. Y'all know the drill of DraftKings. They've been around since the dawn of mankind, DraftKings. But yeah, do you think, everybody, if you're still with me tonight, are the Islanders going to hold on to this lead? Do you think we can do it? It's a 2-goal lead, the worst lead in hockey, as they say. I don't know, man. I don't have full confidence in this team. I really don't. I really think we're gonna blow this. I really do. Here's Casey. Middlestat's on fire this period. Go Casey. Oh, Richie almost scored again. Yeah, we're running around again in our own zone. And Barzal, just flip it out, please. Thank you. Avocado says the Islanders will score next. Great save by Georgiev on Pelech. Beautiful save by Alexander. I don't know, Avocado. But that was a great look by Adam Pelech. Yeah, that was a good read. That was a really good read. He got bumped over too and was still able to get to the top of the paint. That was really good. So yeah, let's take a look at Colorado. They have given up a lot of goals to start this season. A lot of goals. Like, this is uncharacteristically Colorado here. Yeah, so they lost 8-4 to the Vegas Golden Knights, and then they lost 6-4 to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they've given up 4 goals here. So if we do the math, 6 plus 4 plus 8, that equals 18. I'm smart, thank you. For this late at night, I think that's impressive math there. But yeah, that's crazy. 18 goals in 3 games. What's 18 divided by 3, everybody? Welcome, classes in session in math. This is math 3. 18 divided by 3. 6, correct, it is 6. Very good. So they average 6 goals a night that they give up. Yeah, 17:01 to go. Puck was out of play. I'm still not over the Solo Stove advertisement. If you're an Islanders fan, I'm very picky on the jerseys. The Solo Stove advertisement here. Thank goodness the Islanders team store didn't add that on my jersey. I would have returned it. But all I'm going to say, we haven't won a game since Solo Stove has sponsored us. That's all I'm going to say. And if we lose tonight, it's Solo Stove. It is Solo Stove. It's the curse of Solo Stove if we don't win tonight. Good job by Casey. What a great period Middlestead's having so far. Avocado, I am a Avocado Augusti. The Avocado Augusti were soldiers of the Praetorian Guard who had obtained an honorable discharge after serving for their time and chose to re-enlist. Huh? This is too late at night. That was too complicated. Is it just ex-military people then who chose to re-enlist? Yes, thank you. Soldiers who come out of retirement to fight again. Yeah, there we go. The Romans from the Roman Empire. I don't know about you guys. I think about the Roman Empire probably like once a day. I don't know why, but I do. Such a fascinating time. Especially like the Colosseum. Like how fun would have that been? To go to the Colosseum, watch, a guy get their head bitten off by a lion or a tiger. That's entertainment, everybody. That's just pure entertainment. Minus the human sacrifice. I think the Roman Colosseum is pretty cool. I love in SpongeBob, if you watched SpongeBob as a kid, they did like some like Olympic Games thing, and they had like the Coliseum in Bikini Bottom, and there's a scene where like it was the Fry Cook Games, and some of the oil went into the crowd, and they all turned into fish sticks. And the guy's like, "Get your fish sticks, yeah, get your fish sticks." That was amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot Varlamov. He was on Colorado. I totally forgot about that. And I got you, Avocado. I got you. It's a Varlamov homecoming as well. So Patrick Waugh leads Colorado and wins, and then you got Semyon Varlamov in second. Yeah, 14:40 to go. It's 4-2, 2-goal lead. It looks like we've kind of settled down here after that goal by Casey. And that'll be icing. Any out-of-town scores that we missed? We're the late game tonight, so we should have finals everywhere but us, right? Yeah, Pittsburgh won 6-3. Rangers won 4-1 over Detroit. New Jersey ends Utah's winning streak. The LA Kings game was bonkers, 8-7 for Ottawa and OT. Like, what's going on there? Florida and Boston, 4-3 for the Panthers. And I tell you what, that's 2 wins for the Panthers over Boston. And I think the Panthers are in Boston's head. They're totally in their head. And if you conclude the postseason, 2 years in a row they knocked them out. And the year when Boston was the President's Trophy winners and Florida was the second wildcard team. That was very shocking. Oh no! What a save by Sorokin on Casey Middlestat. I thought that was a goal. Goodness me, boys. The only reason why we're going to win this game right now... Oh, another save by Sorokin on Makar. It's Sorokin that's going to win this game, I feel like, if we do win. This defense is not... This defense can't hold a lead. But yes, it was the Panthers beating Boston, and then... Anthony Duclair! Anthony Duclair, and it's 5-2. Wow. 3-goal lead restored. I didn't even see it. Wow. So that save Sorokin made on Middlestat, that was massive. And on Makar as well. Yeah, so Duclair pumps it in. Georgiev, bit of a soft pass there. Gets turned over. Romanov's going to pinch and get it. Very impressive. And then just found Duclair. He was wide open, and he's able to bury it past Georgiev. How great has Romanov been tonight? I think Romanov, he's been one of the best players tonight for the Islanders. Like Romanov and Sorokin. And Brock Nelson. Like, great games tonight. Excellent games. And you did tell me, Avocado. You 1,000% told me. Well, there you go. I feel like we're going to win now. 3-goal lead with 12:50. I feel like I'm teetering more and we're going to win now. Like, it's going to take a colossal blunder to do this now. We have to win. It'll be offsides. 12:36 to go. And then all the other games, yeah, and then it's just us for 5-2 now. Any fun games tomorrow? Any fun games tomorrow night? Not really. Not for me, anyway. I guess Tampa Bay, Vancouver. I like Vancouver. But yeah, I will be live if you're curious for the next Islanders game. Thursday. Who do we play on Thursday? Blues? Yes, I will be live 8 p.m. Eastern for the Islanders and Blues in St. Louis. In St. Louis. And then Saturday as well. Islanders Canadiens. Finally a home game, for goodness sakes. Finally. But yeah, it's just looking at the Islanders' upcoming schedule. If we can hold on tonight, which we should be able to. If we don't, I don't know what I'll do. I'll just cry at that point. It's too late to be angry. The Blues is a team that I'm not expecting to make the postseason, so we should beat them. Shout out Nick Leddy. He's on the Blues, ex-Islander. I'm a huge Nick Leddy fan. Hope he's doing well there. And then we should beat Montreal. They suck. Detroit at home should win. I know Detroit has lots of young talent. We should win it. And then the Devils, that's a wash. I don't know. I can't read the Devils. I don't know if they're going to be elite or if there's going to be average. I don't know. But we should be able to rattle off 4 wins. If you win tonight, beat the Blues, beat the Canadiens, beat the Red Wings. Those are winnable games for sure. And those last 3 are at home ice. Sorry, no, the last 2 are at home ice. So we should be able to rattle off some wins here. Andrew says it's over. I don't know about that, Andrew. It's over when the final buzzer goes. And it says 0-0 on the score clock. What the hell is this now? MSG Plus is now the Gotham Sports app? What the hell is that? Anybody else seen that? What the hell is Gotham Sports? Are they just rebranding MSG Networks to Gotham Sports Network? Is that what it's going to be? Like we live in the Batman universe? That is dumb. That is so stupid. Whoever names these companies, I just don't get it. Like, I get MSG, like Madison Square Garden Network. I get it. Gotham Network? Like, what is Batman going to be my new Islanders announcer? And, you know, the sideline reporter is going to be the Joker and the Penguin? Like, what's going on? Manu says, awesome. It is very awesome. We're winning. It is very awesome. And then Avocado, even if they come back, the Islanders will put one in an empty net. So you think this game will end 6-3? If the Avalanche score again, we'll get an empty netter. Islanders get it out, and we'll be icing again. 11:24 to go. Yeah, we're gassed, man. So hopefully they don't score here. Just feeling it, yep. No, I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling an Islanders win tonight. Did my lights go out? They did go out. See those 2 lights up there? You probably can't. But they, I have like a 3D art thing. That's a 3D printed Islanders logo. And I found some lights, like little spotlights. And it looks like they ran out of batteries. So I will have to reinstall batteries in those. It's a bit extra, but because you can still see it. But I think it's cool when it's lit up. But yeah, I found it off Etsy. If you're interested, someone on Etsy made that 3D printed. Incredible. Thank you, whoever that was. Ooh, great play by Palak. It was in the crease, and Palak swept it away. Yeah, we're holding on here, everybody. We're holding on. This is crazy. We are so gassed. Oh, he was on sides. Here's Ludwig. You know, Beethoven's first name was Ludwig, wasn't it? Ludwig Beethoven? Their Islanders get it out. They try and get some players off. They do. Barzell. Why did he stop skating? I thought Barzell could have gotten through there. Here's Middlestat. Look at the dangles by Casey. Holy shnikes. I'm shocked Buffalo traded him. Like, why would you trade Casey Middlestat if you're Buffalo? Don't understand why. Buffalo's lost. Colorado's gain. Out of Eden Prairie, by the way, if you're curious. Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Here's McKinnon. He's going to try and win this game by himself, isn't he? Here's Gerard. Drops off for Rantanen. He'll put it in deep. Good save by Sorokin. 9:04 to go. TV timeout. Yeah, but the problem with Colorado that I'm seeing so far in their season, or in this game, I haven't watched any other Colorado games. Georgiev, the goaltending, he's not 100% confident in himself. The unnecessary poke checks, the soft goal he gave up to Anders, like, that's 3 goals right there. And it'd be a 2-2 game if Georgiev didn't make those mistakes. Defensively, they're not bad. Like, I wouldn't say, like, the Islanders have had, like, grade A chances after grade A chances tonight. It's just, I think it's the goaltending, and then offensively, they just don't look that dangerous, at least tonight. Like, besides the first 5 minutes, they haven't looked super dangerous. Zillarex isn't back. I was watching the Bills game. How are the Bills doing? And how are the Yankees? Did the Yankees win? Yankees did win, so they lead 1-0 in that series against the Guardians, which is a fantastic name. Not. Good for both New York teams won tonight, and it looks like the Islanders are going to win tonight. So we have the Mets winning, Yankees winning, Islanders winning. Are the Jets winning? I don't really care about the Jets, the football team. I like the Winnipeg Jets. They lost. Oh no. They lost by 3 to the Bills. I mean, Buffalo, that's still a New York team. Buffalo, New York. So I guess you could say all New York teams won tonight. Buffalo Bills, Buffalo, New York, Yankees, Mets. Yep. Yankees won, yeah. But good. I might watch some baseball tomorrow. Is there... The Yankees play again tomorrow, right? Yes. Game 2. I'll have to watch that for sure. Defo. Go Yankees. I'm pulling for Yankees and Mets. I want a Yankees and Mets World Series. How great would that be? New York wouldn't know what to do with itself. Romanov on McKinnon again. Good hit. Here's McCarr. 8:30 to go in the third. 5-2 lead for the Islanders. Oh, look out. Look out. Ludwig. Shot tipped. Good job by Dobson. And he's just going to ice it. But no, it's on Georgiev, so no icing. Evacati says, name a player who played for 3 teams who I've met a bunch of times and never had to change his driver's license. A player who's played for 3 teams and never had to change his driver's license. Would it be someone who's played for all the New York teams, New Jersey teams, or just the New York teams? Like Buffalo, Islanders, Rangers. That's probably who it is, the 3 teams. I can't think. He's got to be some older player. I really don't know. Was it a player from the 90s? It's probably a player from the 90s or something. But am I correct in the 3 teams? That's Buffalo, Rangers, Islanders? 'Cause that's all New York State, I guess. Yes? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My hockey knowledge of players is not that strong in the 90s. Besides, like, the famous players, I don't really know. Then Zillerek says, I don't think they will lose, but you never know with the Islanders. That's how I feel. That is how I feel. But Colorado is on a delayed penalty. And if I'm Mike Riley, just start passing it around. Try and run the clock. But Georgiev's going to touch it here with 7:09 to go. Islanders to the power play. Interference call. Let's take a look. Yeah, good call by the referees there. Number 51, I don't know who that is for Colorado. Kovalenko checked Brock Nelson there when he didn't have the puck. Classic interference. Let's see if the Islanders can do. Worst case scenario, we just kill 2 minutes of clock. Worst case scenario. Pat LaFontaine, really? Pat LaFontaine. Really cool. That's one thing like. If you get traded, like, how long do you have to live in a city or in a different state before you have to get a new driver's license? Like, can't you just keep the same one? Because I went to school in Chicago. I didn't have to get an Illinois driver's license when I moved there. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how long you have to live in a place to get a new driver's license. Then Zillerek says, like last year with the 3-0 comeback by the Hurricane. Oh, yeah. If something like that happened again, where, like, with a minute left in this game, we give up, like, 2 goals, and they somehow tie it, like, I'll just start bawling my eyes out. And then Avocati says 60 days in New York State, apparently. Okay. Maybe it's different. I'm assuming since you're, like, in college, they don't enforce that. I was actually thought about going to Hofstra for college, but Chicago's a better fit. But yeah, that would have been fun for Hofstra. On Long Island, right by the Nassau Coliseum. Had a hockey team. You know, it would have worked out. It would have been cool. But Chicago's really awesome. I loved it there. Here's Mikey. A couple Golden Gophers here. They weren't teammates, but Mike Riley and Casey Middlestat. For my Gopher folks out there, I know there's a lot of Gopher people watching probably tonight. Avocati says 30 to 60 days. Fascinating. Good to know. So if I move to New York, which I might someday, 30 days. You got to get a new driver's license. Oh, Horvat! Oh, nice play. That was Romanov who shot it down and banked it for Horvat, who had a mini breakaway, but it was a good play by Alexander Georgiev. 4:50 to go. Ludwig. Oh! What a save by Sorokin, backdoor. Backdoor save by Ilya Sorokin. Wow. Again, though, the backdoor play. Well, we keep giving up that backdoor play. It was the same goal like Middlestead had, but wow, what a save. I'm sure we'll see a replay after this commercial break. Whoa, my goodness me. Luke says the Avalanche are bad. They're not. I don't think they're bad, Luke. It's literally goaltending. I think if Georgiev, he made 3 mistakes tonight. He made 3 mistakes tonight that cost his team 3 goals. And so, like, the first goal was he poke-checked Palmieri, which, I mean, I said, like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of goalies would have done it, but, like, it cost him. He went for the poke-check. He missed. The second time he poke-checked was completely unnecessary. And then the first goal, it was a leaker. He wasn't tight on his post. No, he wasn't tight. And that was the third goal he gave up. So, you know, if he didn't make those mistakes, which I think are pretty easy, fixable mistakes, it's a 2-2 game right now. And, you know, so I don't think Avalanche are bad. It's just, based on this game, Georgiev's just making mistakes. And I'm assuming that's what happened in the previous games, because he got pulled in those last 2 games. But like I said, I'm not a Colorado expert. I'm just basing it off this game. I don't know. But if Georgiev, you know, didn't make those mistakes, it's a tie game right now. And then Evacati says, every place online says third period Islanders 4-1. Oh, yeah, NHL.com. NHL.com says 4-1 Islanders. That's hilarious. Maybe they're having some technical difficulties in Colorado. Or I don't know. Oh, wow. Colorado has an empty net. 4:20 to go. You see what 4:20. You see what I did there. 4:20 to go in the game. Empty net for Colorado. Hopefully Brock Nelson's out there. You can, you know, try and get a hat trick. And then Luke says, I'm a Stars fan. Do you think we beat the Sharks? You guys could beat the Sharks with a blindfold, Luke. I'm not worried about you guys against the Sharks. Should be an easy win. Here comes Colorado. In the corner is McKinnon. To the point for Makar. Also, if Cale Makar doesn't make that boneheaded play as well. Another save, and it's 3:29 to go. Still 5-2. Good save. We had, like, everyone on the ice was literally in front of Sorokin. I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, look at all the traffic Ilya's got to go through. Goodness me. Yeah, great save. Great save. Yeah, everyone says Stars. Stars should win that game easily. Easily. Yeah, they shut us out. They shut us out Saturday night. What a game that was. That was so boring to watch. That was such a boring game. Look at Georgiev on the bench there. It's crowded. It's very crowded at the end of the Colorado bench. But no, this is good practice. Holding the lead at the end of a game against a good team. This will be good practice for us. Let's see if we can do it. Here's Casey. To the point. Makar. Down for McKinnon. Oh, another save by Sorokin on Richie. And Nelson's able to chip it out. And it will be icing. It will be icing. What do we think, Islander peeps? Do we have this game in the bag? Do you think we got this game? I feel pretty confident now. My post-game thoughts are going to be interesting here. You shout the Kraken with Casey DeSmith. Ooh, another save by Sorokin. Yeah, I did see that. 2 shutouts in a row. Was Ottinger playing? Oh, no, it was DeSmith. It was DeSmith. I'm like, if Ottinger played, that's impressive with back-to-back shutouts, but it was DeSmith. Another shot blocked. Here's Anders Lee. Tries to go for the goal and missed. And it's going to be icing. Zillarex says, I think so, but my brain says no. We got this, Zillarex. This is done. We got this. It's done. You got Otter tomorrow. I would save Otter till Thursday. Yeah, I wouldn't play Ottinger against the Sharks. Play your backup. Play DeSmith again. There's no reason. Yeah, we got a bunch of tired Islanders on the ice. Final 2 minutes of the period. Here's Middlestat. Guys, that's such good hands, Casey. Rantanen, up top. He's on the Solo Stove advertisement. Oh! They love that play. They love that play, the Avalanche. The cross-ice pass back door to Casey Middlestat. McKinnon to Middlestat. That's like their go-to play. And I'm surprised that that play's worked like 4 times tonight, and we still haven't solved it. There's Barzal, and it's in. Barzal makes it 6-2, and it's game over. And Zillarex, we can breathe. 2 points for the New York Islanders tonight. 2 points. There we go. Avocado says penalty. There was no penalty. No penalty at all. Luke says we play the Capitals Thursday. Yes, I would play DeSmith against the Sharks, and then I'd go Ottinger against the Capitals, because I do like the Capitals. They might be a sneaky good team in the Metro. You don't know. I like Charlie Lindgren in net. I like Ovechkin. I like John Carlson. A lot of guys to like on Washington. They got to get new jerseys, though, in Washington. They're definitely due for a jersey update. I'm a believer they got to go back to the Screaming Eagle look. Or, like, the Capitol building look. I think that's sick. From, like, when Ovechkin first came into the league. Zillarex says, why is there a game next Thursday? I guess we get 2 travel days to get to St. Louis. I don't know why. But yeah, you would think it'd be on Wednesday, but I don't know. Now we're going to win. Yes. Luke says Georgia sucks. Never been to Georgia. The only thing I know about Georgia is Thrashers, Braves. I think that's about it. That sports teams there that I can think of. And Atlanta United, I think, in MLS. Donnell, Islanders finally will get their first win of the season against the top team of the Avalanche. Yes. We will. Yes, we will. Damn right we will, Donnell. Just like I predicted, right? I always had faith in this team at the start of the stream. Definitely. Never doubted them for a second. Avocado says, do you realize if I put money on them scoring the next goal and the empty netter? Did you put money? Oh, you called it. You did call it. You didn't put money on it. Yeah. 10 seconds to go here in this one. That will do it. The first win of the season for the New York Islanders. And it comes on the road in Colorado on Ilya Sorokin's first start of the season. That is what I would like to see. It did not start off well. It started off very poorly, in my opinion. I thought, oh boy, here we go again. But we rallied. We capitalized on Georgiev's mistakes. Seriously, I thought we controlled most of that game. Besides, early in the third, I thought it was pretty, Colorado was pushing for that third goal. Didn't get it. But, Ilya Sorokin made some amazing saves to keep this a 2. It was what? We started at 4-2 in this period? Did we start at 4-2? Yeah. Oh, we started at 4-1. Excuse me. That's right. Middlestat got the goal to make it 4-2. Gotcha. So, yeah. Besides the Middlestat goal, it's just not his fault. Ilya was great tonight, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. This is kind of your recap. It was an interesting game. Fun game for an Islanders fan. If you're Colorado, I think it's Georgiev, man. Obviously, yeah, defensively, some things to clean up. Cale Makar makes a boneheaded mistake. But Georgiev, I think he made 3 costly mistakes tonight. And your final 6-2. 3 stars tonight. Let me do 3 stars for you. My first star, it's not a conventional first star pick. But this player, I think, just was amazing tonight. Very underrated. Alexander Romanov. He's my first star tonight. He had a great game. Defensively was great. He was throwing the body around. I just thought he was very underrated tonight. So I'll give Romanov my first star. My second star will be Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson, he got 2 goals. I was hoping he was going to get a hattie tonight. Did not. That's okay. He's still the second star. And third star, we'll give it to Ilya Sorokin. First win of the season. Some fantastic saves. I would say Colorado probably deserved a couple more goals. So, we could have had a 5-4 finish, maybe, minus the empty net. So, he stood tall in net for us when the pressure was on from Colorado. And, basically, from the Islanders' perspective on this game, it's a good win. You got 2 points. You can move on to the Blues. Still kind of the same issues. Goaltending was great, obviously. Defensively, though, in our own zone, I think our breakouts were cleaner tonight. But I don't like how poor we were defensively on a few moments. They set up that Middlestat backdoor play so many times, so easily. 3 or 4 times at the end of the game there, and we couldn't read it. And, that's a concern for me. The first goal of the night is a concern for me, just defensively. It's easy, fixable stuff. You need to have a guy backdoor play defense. That's what you learn when you're, a squirt, when you're a kid. So, but offense was there tonight. We got the goals. We got the goaltending. I would like to see more improvements on the defense for these upcoming games. But overall, you got to be happy with that performance tonight. It was good enough to get a win. It's a struggling Colorado team. I don't know what's going on with Georgiev. He's a great goalie, but it's just not clicking right now. Hopefully it does. I like Georgiev. Hopefully something clicks and he starts getting better. But just the decisions he was making tonight, I don't agree with a lot of decisions he made, especially with those poke checks. No reason to. You got to be more patient there as a goalie. But yeah, Donnell Islanders finally win. I know. You should have placed a bet through DraftKings. Use promo code THPN. Luke says Georgiev. Oh, Georgiev. It auto-corrected to Georgia. That's hilarious. Yeah, he's not playing good right now. He's not playing good hockey. Donnell says he kind of forgot about the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, that's right, the football team, Atlanta Falcons, and then the Atlanta Hawks. I don't watch NBA, Donnell, so I don't know them. But right, Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Falcons, excuse me, yes. And Zetherex, this was the game I thought we were going to lose out of the first 3 games. I know, I thought we were going to beat Utah. I thought we were going to beat... Actually, I didn't think we were going to beat the Stars, honestly. It's the Dallas Stars. It's like, I thought we were going to beat Utah, lose to the Stars, maybe get a point out of this game, and then beat the Blues, was like my prediction. But no, great, especially on the road in Colorado to get 2 points. It's great. That's really good. And that's a cup contending team, and I'm glad we played them now because, you know, they're going to get way better as the season progresses, obviously. Or maybe not. We don't know. You never know. Zillarex says Enstroken was so good. He was amazing tonight. He was awesome. It looks like his back injury is not affecting him. I don't know. I'm not Ilya. I'm not his doctor. I don't know what it's like to have a back surgery. But he looked good. He looked like his old self again. So hopefully he stays healthy this season. The Sorokin and Varlamov tandem is elite. I think that's going to be the reason why we make the postseason this year. And in terms of our defense, I need to see more games because in preseason, I thought our defense was pretty good. So far to start this season, it's not been great. We kind of hung out Sorokin to dry a few times tonight, but we'll see what happens for the rest of the games this season. Hopefully the defense gets cleaned up. And Avocati says, we lost so many games because we couldn't score 4 goals, so many 3-on-2s. All right, we shouldn't need to score 4 goals to win games. Like under Barry Trotz, all we needed was 3. As soon as we got 3 goals, like it was over. Like it was so much fun to watch. Like I know some people called it boring hockey, but like I loved watching us play under Barry Trotz. Like when that system worked, it was like art on ice. Like how great we were defensively, how, you know, the goaltenders knew where the shots were going to come from. We, you know, didn't allow cross-ice passes in our zone that much. Like, it was just beautiful. I think it was fun to watch, but I don't like the chicken with the head cut off defending is what I call it, where everyone's just buzzing all over the place, doing their own thing. That's not fun to watch. So, and as a goaltender, that's not fun at all either. But yeah, that's kind of my recap for this game. Good. 2 points is great. Wasn't pretty at times, but you got it done. Is kind of my thing. Right, let's wrap this up so everybody can go to bed because it's late. It's almost midnight on the East Coast, so we got to wrap this up soon. I appreciate everybody tuning in. What a fun night this was. Thank you so much. If you are new, consider subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner, click the thumbs up button. Click it if you enjoyed yourself. Make sure you do press that bell icon as well so you're notified whenever we do go live on the channel. I'll let you know our upcoming streams this week once I do finish the spiel. Make sure you do follow us on Twitter and Instagram at HockeyPodNet. Want to follow me on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my Twitter. My Insta is at Grant_Akeem. And if you want to check out anything I do on YouTube, you can head to my YouTube channel, the Grant Akeem channel, and check it out there. Keep it pretty chill. I do gaming streams, watch-alongs, reaction videos, just a bunch of different things, so you can check me out there if you're interested. And then also, thank you to the sponsors, Gametime. If you sign up for Gametime, you get $20 off your first purchase with promo code THPN. Make sure you utilize that this season if you ever go to a hockey game. I'm probably going to utilize that this season to when I go to a hockey game. And then DraftKings. Thank you to DraftKings. Use promo code THPN. You sign up for DraftKings if you're into betting. For sure. Zetherex. I started watching the Islanders when they lost to the Lightning in the semis. The first time I hated Lane Lambert. Oh, so was it the first year we lost to them in the semis or the second year? Because the first year we lost to them, it was in the bubble. Second year we lost to them, it was Game 7 in Tampa. Both were heartbreaking. I think the bubble one was more heartbreaking because it was in overtime. But also the second one was heartbreaking as well, because I felt like if we would have beaten Tampa, we would have beaten Montreal, and we probably would have won a Stanley Cup that year. Like, we were beating Montreal. Like, I just know it. I know it. Avocado says, have a great night. Yes, have a great night, Avocado. And have a great night to everyone else who watched. Thank you so much. Let me show you or tell you who's streaming up on THPN. Let me get the schedule up for y'all. Here we go. Okay, so tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, you got Blackhawks and Flames with Kyle. That'll be a fun night for you. That should be an easy win for Calgary. Calgary's off to a hot start. The pun is intended. Check out that game. And then I will be live on the 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Islanders and Blues game. And then I will be live on the 19th, Saturday, at 7 p.m. Eastern for the Canadiens and Islanders game as well. And then on the... Let me switch this quick. On the 22nd... What a random start time this is, everybody. On the 22nd of October, the Red Wings and Islanders at 7:45 Eastern. Why is that? I'm very curious to know why that is. It's probably got to do with TV scheduling or something, I don't know. I mean, let's confirm that that game is on the 22nd. If I'm able to. Yes, 22nd, 7:45 p.m. Eastern, Red Wings at Islanders. That's got to be for some TV thing. I have no idea why that is, but yeah, so that's the upcoming schedule for THPN and for me on this channel. Tomorrow, if you're interested, I'll be live on my channel around like 7 p.m. Eastern gaming. So if you're interested, you can check me out there tomorrow. How do I spell my YouTube? It's just my name. I'll type it in. There you go. It's just my name, Grant Akeem. If you type that on YouTube, I should pop up. So, there you go. Right. Thank you again, everybody. And I always like to end my streams by saying it's a crazy world out there. I'm sending all my love, like it says back there, from me to you and to everybody around the world. I could use some love. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. Hope you have an amazing rest of your night. Or if you're going to go right to bed, have a great night. It's after midnight on the East Coast. It's already Tuesday. So have an amazing day tomorrow at work or school or whatever you got going on. And we'll see you either tomorrow night on my channel or on Thursday night for the Islanders and Blues at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll speak to you soon, everybody.